quite frankly, in the spring. So I think the defensive staff's done a really good job of just being consistent with their approach when the lineup has been the way it's been, right? So, and the players too. I applaud them for their approach. But the thing you're really looking for when you're coaching, right, is consistency. And so when you're dealing with the same players that are also dealing with the same players around them, that's really what you're looking for, right? So, but, you know, with all that being said, we go to work. Last week I thought the run defense really improved. And then we left some things out there in the pass defense category last week. So it's really for us about, you know, the numbers are the numbers. To me, it's about are you playing well enough to help the team win? And the takeaways that the defense has gotten this year, I think, have been a big factor for us in some of those, or a lot of those wins. So we have to keep, you know, we have to stay on that and then continue to improve the detail around the run and the pass game collectively.
Hey, Sean, if you have to go with Lewis and Bishop again, how much do you think last week's game will help them communication-wise, check-wise?
Yeah, that's huge. You know, the communication piece is big, whether you're defense, offense, or special teams, and you know, those two have not worked together a ton prior to last week. So I think one of the takeaways from last week's game for them, Ryan, was how important that communication is, right? And so it was good at times, and then there was times when it could have been better. So they're learning how important those traits are to a secondary.
How do you feel like Micah has acclimated in his ramp-up process?
Yeah, he's done a great job. It's good to have him here, and but that's a player that can, you know, use firsthand experience of how important the communication is between safeties and how it affects the whole defense. And I mean, those back seven really have to be, you know, playing with one heartbeat, and that takes a lot of work during the week in the process. And sometimes that process is not as friendly and as joyful as we'd all want it to be when you're trying to hone in on the details that you need for game day.
Sean, with what happened yesterday at Deion's place, had nothing to do with who that was who lived in the house, Deion Dawkins or Joe Schmo. Do you sense, or is this something, talk to the guys about how quickly things, even if you do everything right, things can just happen?
Yeah.
Is there anything you say to the guys today or yesterday about?
Yeah. You know, after practice, I'll plan on mentioning that. I plan on mentioning that. You get these reminders, right? Joe's situation of life overall, and whether you're in a NFL uniform or NFL building, we have so many. We're so fortunate, and we have so many blessings in our lives, all of us. But then you get these reminders. We all do, even though we're in this bubble, I guess, of real life stuff. And what an unfortunate situation yesterday. And you know, certainly our prayers go out to the pilot and his family. Just incredible and thankful that there wasn't more. It's already tragic, but there weren't more tragedy, you know, casualties in that situation. I don't know. I have not looked into all the details, but maybe some of what the pilot did was heroic in some way too. That's the way I talked about it with my family last night. So, but yeah, we're in this bubble in the NFL, and sometimes we take it for granted, or people think that you don't have problems. And again, we do, and real life stuff, it's not forgiving that way, right? Just because you're in the NFL or you're a professional coach, professional player. And this time of year, you know, around the holidays, you know, here's a person that's going to be without their family, and they're going to be without them. And Joe's situation as well is just, we all want to win, right? Going back to the NFL, and we all want to win. I want to do the best job that I can do for this football team and these fans. But in the whole grand scheme of things, you know, you want to be enjoying the moments and remember really what life's about. And I think that's good perspective this time of year.
Dion came back yesterday, obviously the facility, talked to us and was visibly emotional. How have you seen him handle it, like, in the last 24 hours?
Yep. I think like you would expect a human to handle it, any human being for that matter. Dion is incredibly tough and a true football player, but then underneath of that is this genuine teddy bear of a person that is incredibly inspiring to others and caring and giving of himself and his time, as we know in this community and beyond. So, again, perspective with, you know, what he saw yesterday and what his family experienced is important, right? So, you know, he shared a little bit with me of what he experienced over there, and again, just another snapshot of what happens in life. All right, thank you guys.